Again, we come back to John Kelly, that observant man. Great memory and great, wonderful interpretation of anything that he ever saw. These are some memories of his youth. Lamb's Fruit Farm in the North County Dublin area of Portrane and Donabate was a thriving enterprise in the 1950s. The main fruits were strawberries, apples, blackcurrants, raspberries, plums, gooseberries. The nature of the fruits was such that they each ripened at different times. The harvesting process depended mostly on manual labour. The strawberries were a fickle fruit, needing just the right amount of water and sunshine. If the fruit ripened quickly, it was vital that it be plucked from the plant and, more importantly, off the ground. Having a large acreage meant many hands were required to get the task done. That harvesting need was filled by many young boys and girls and some mature women from the surrounding North County. The main attraction of the work was naturally the pay, and it was proportionate to the amount you picked. There was a strict code of behaviour, no messing about. There were a number of serious men who ensured that the system worked. If you didn't like it, you took your bicycle or the train home. The young, fit and focused earned the most money. The firm were very fair to work for, the wages an important source of money for the ordinary families of the North County. In these teen years, the youth would make their first friends away from their own place, and from then on could associate family names with different towns and villages. From Swords, the names Staffords, Dignam, Daly, Rogers, Kelly, Donnelly, Spencer, and so on. From Balbriggan, you had Royes, Connolly, Grant, Gildea, Bergen, Nally, Garvin, Dunn, Webster, Reid. From Lusk, you had Boylans, Griffins, Haslin, Sweetman, Wright, Brogan, Sheridan, Peters, O'Connor. From Portrane and Donabate, you had Kinselas, O'Briens, Pownall, Lawler, Burke, Connolly, Halpin, Fagan, Kearns, Doyle, and from everywhere, Kellys. The emerging teenage hormones got much stimulation from the new mixture of boys and girls. The older women laid down the laws and gave out the advice. If a lad looked at a girl twice, it would be noticed, and his cheeks and his ears would redden from the resulting comments. The Balbriggan workers were great fun. Nearly all the lads had nicknames. The talk would be about soccer, street leagues, Glebe North, Pioneers, O'Dwyer's, pigeon racing, dance music, funny stories, and a wide-eyed exaggeration about most of the daily happenings. They were a happy, confident crowd. The people from Swords were quieter. They mostly were followers of the GAA and were very good workers who kept their heads down. Donabate and Portrane people were a little more refined than the rest of us. Not snooty. The lads would play all games, even hockey and cricket. The Neville brothers were national all-rounders, of course. The sporting facilities attached to Portrane Hospital were of a far higher standard than most of the rest of us ever dreamed of. The girls dressed better and did not appear to be too concerned about how much money they earned. Most of their families were comfortable. The Lusk contingent mixed in well with everybody. The Lamb experience was, for many young people, the first tentative step towards the adult world away from home. As such, it was an important education in the appreciation of reward for effort, the necessity of discipline, and the fun of working and mixing with new people. The university of life is coloured by such like experience.